What is up, everybody? Rowdy Rocka, first podcast with Jenna.
Hi, guys.
So we're going to talk about, I don't know, we're drunk, we're in wigs, we're living life. We're going to talk about some stuff. Penis. Oh, just right into it.
Penis. Straight penis.
Straight pino. No, we're going to talk about, I don't know, friends with benefits situations. And the what are we's. And see if everyone hates them as much as we do. Just how awkward it is with the what are we's, the friends with benefit things, you know, why they always gotta be sour.
What are we bad?
My bad.
My bad. No. Let's start with friends with benefits.
Oh God. Are you really friends with benefits though?
Are you really, or are you an acquaintance?
I think it's more of an acquaintance.
Do you think?
Because I've never been a friend with my friend with benefits. We've just kind of agreed we both don't want something, so we've kind of just given it that title.
I agree with you. I don't think I've ever had a friend that I've slept with, friends with benefit wise.
Yeah, that you call them up and you're oh my God, my friend, here we go.
We shoot the shit every once in a while and we talk and then we hook up and that's about it. But I don't think we're actually friends.
It's not someone you hang out with, go to the beach. It's not a friend like
exactly. That. Why can't we hang out and chill and watch movies or do something and then fuck and then call it a night? Buy me dinner,
yeah,
we're
you
good.
Can't actually be friends.
Exactly. Why aren't we friends?
Why can't we be?
Who made the name Friends with Benefits?
If you can't actually be your friend.
Exactly.
This is what I think of. That's literally all I think about when I think of friends with benefits thing. And then they get a girlfriend and you're no longer a friend anymore.
Yeah, I don't understand that. They tell you they're not ready to date and then boom, girl.
Next week they got a girlfriend.
Exactly. Confusing.
Because they're not honest. And I'm sure girls are like that. But just be straight up from the beginning. If you just want to fuck, then just be I want to hook up. I don't want anything else. Don't get your feelings in it.
I agree. Honesty is everything. And if you can't be honest with me, then you can't fuck me.
Put that on your Tinder bio. You must be honest to fuck.
Exactly. And no one's honest. So we're all playing this game of...
It's literally a roller coaster of shit.
Shit.
Because it's super nice, top orgasm, you're amazing, you're at the top of the thing, you're excited to go down. Oh, that really got sexual. I didn't mean... But you're excited to go down, and then it's just disappointment.
I feel that.
And then you go back up on top, and you're oh my God, it's going to be good. And then you're ready to go down, and then it's disappointment again.
Definitely feelings.
And then there's that spirally loop, and then it's disappointment again.
Again. The
it's
disappointment.
It's that wooden roller coaster at Canada's Wonderland that just sucks and shakes the whole time.
Yeah, and you always hurt your neck on it because it's fucking whipping around. You know what I'm talking about? The whiplash. Whiplash.
Ugh. That word just it's cringy nowadays. I find it's not actually real anymore.
Relationship. Where we used to relate.
And ship.
And ship. Oh,
that was so good. I hope it sounded really good. It's probably not. That's going to be a new segment. A for anal and A for effort.
Anal. We don't do anal here, by the way. We don't.
We don't do friends with benefits or anal. Exactly. We just do honesty.
Ugh. We do honesty.
We are just
We only do honesty here.
Said no girl ever. No one's ever said that. We don't do anal, but we do honesty. We're putting that on shirts.
I think with friends with benefits, I think sometimes the judgment is super off and we just hope that we find that right guy that wants to settle down. And I think it just ends up being in total disappointment where we want something so bad and we just can't get it. And I think that's what even kind of kills us more is not knowing what it could be.
It's honestly that. It's the wanting what we can't have when they when guys pull the ghosting or they do that whole shebang that they do and I don't want anything right now, but then you literally see them having a girlfriend next week or whatever, vice versa. And it's just that you want them even more because you can't have it.
Ghosting is not cool, guys, first off.
Don't do that. Just
Yeah.
do honest. Yeah, use that ties into our honesty lesson of the day, the evening, or the morning, I guess. It's morning.
Come on.
But yeah, I feel like the ghosting thing is just not
Cool.
good. Yeah, like
It's
it
not
literally, and I feel like girls do it too. We do it a lot. If you look at our DMs, it's very ghosty. There's a lot of Casper going on in the DMs for girls, but like guys, I find are way worse.
Don't understand why people ghost. Like, if you don't feel my vibes, then just tell me. Why can't you just be straight up and tell me? It's harder to lie to me and then keep a lie going with more lies than to like just be upfront with me.
Well, then they got caught up in those lies, and then when you literally prove them wrong, they're like, I never said that. That's not right. I didn't do that.
And the sad thing is we justify for people. We want to like believe that that person isn't hurting us, but they are hurting us. Like, no response is a response, people.
That is like Hallmark quality, but it's true. Like, just be a grown adult and say like, I don't want to fuck, or I don't want to, like that's it. Like, I found something else. Like vice versa. Like if you just say it from the beginning, then we won't fucking bug you ever again. You'll literally never hear from us again. But I feel like that's what they don't want, and that's why they do it.
I think they just want to keep girls as options, but it's just so wrong, like, to egg someone on like that and just, like, play with someone's feelings. Like, it's not cool.
And that, like, I just get uninterested extremely fast. Maybe I'm just, like, super picky.
I think we're uninterested in the guys that are actually good for us.
Is that what it is? Yeah.
I think that's what it is, because every girl wants a bad boy, but it doesn't mean a bad boy is good for us.
It's not. We always want the ones that ghost us or don't talk to us.
Or the ones that play hard to get.
They literally, like, never speak to us, and they literally don't even say hi. And we're like, oh, God, he's so great. But then the ones that are like, oh, you're so beautiful, have a good day. And we're like, what the fuck do you want?
Yeah, exactly. You're like, the guy has trash dick game, and he could be a complete asshole, and I'll want that. I don't want someone who's nice to me and who's going to call me pretty.
And who's going to give me everything? Yeah. That's how it is, though. But it's sad.
Yeah, but there's a difference between, like, a friends with benefit and an asshole.
There really is, though. But, like, at least with the friends with benefit, more times than not, they're usually, like, on the same page with you. But I find the asshole is kind of just, like, they want their cake and they want to eat it, too.
It's just choices. To be a friends with benefit is a choice. To be an asshole is a choice. You choose to be an asshole, but why? Go be an asshole somewhere else to someone else, not me.
Damn it, Jenna. You tell them. No assholes for Jenna.
No assholes.
No anal and assholes for Jenna.
No anal and no assholes.
Honestly, though, it's dating now is just horrible, especially with, like, the Rona shit. It makes it, like, so much more harder.
It's confusing.
Yeah.
Stop confusing me, please.
That was so... Please. But legit, be honest. Just be straight up. Be like, I don't want to do it anymore.
Exactly.
And your response would be, sick, me neither. And then toodaloo.
Exactly. I don't see why you would have to lie. Like, you lie once, and then you have to lie all the time just to back up that one lie. Wouldn't you rather
It's
just be
exhausting.
upfront?
Yeah.
It's exhausting. And
you, like, lie for a lie, and then it's just, like, a whole, like, thing of lies.
And you have to commit to your lies, which is even worse when you don't have to commit to it. Like, you have to commit a whole background story. Like, it's ridiculous.
But they'll lie about anything. It's like lying about stupid shit. Like, if you stole a cookie from the cookie jar,
at the
like,
end,
they lie. Like, fuck.
I think the thing is people are set with what they, like, commit to. So, like, if a guy were to be like, oh, the sky was blue today, and you call him out, like, he's trying to back up his lie. Like, he's just trying to fucking cover himself.
They
like,
do that, though. And then they literally have you at the, like, grasp of it all, like, where you're just, like, the hook. Like, I find, like, a lot of guys have that, like, hooking mentality, like they're fishing. So they have the hook set, they got a fish nibbling, the fish pulls away, they bob a little worm, and then that one bites again. You know what I mean? Like, they have to have options, like, bobbing around, and the second one of those options decides to pull back and they feel that they're pulling back, they dangle something else to, like, pull them back in.
You know what I think of, like, that's a really good, like, that was actually, like, what you said was really good. But, like, when I think of that happening, I think of a guy like going to go fish for like obviously a fish or a girl, and then he pulls them out, kind of looks at them for a bit before he takes them off the hook, and then he fucking just leaves the fish like on the ground.
Oh, that's dark.
And then the girl, the fish, which is the girl, just kind of chills there and is like struggling for her life. And then will he throw
Who
her?
hurt you? Who hurt you, Jenna?
Who's throwing me back in? Like,
who's letting Jenna suffocate on the cement? Like,
no, that's just what a relationship feels like to me. It's really bad, but
that's dark. You're gonna be single for a long time.
Yo, I don't want to be in a relationship.
It's kind of a waste, I'll be honest. Like, I feel like now, definitely now with everything happening, like if you don't have somebody,
you can't trust anyone because there's no trust. There's no trust and there's no honesty.
There's that social media killer.
Ugh.
Literally though, like, and it's just because things are so easy to get to, and it's so easy to do things, you know. And that's like, again, just be straight up. Like, girls love when you're fucking straight up about shit. Like, I would much rather a guy like that guy that messaged me, who was like, look, we'd probably talk like once and then we'd fucking never speak again. Like, I appreciate that more than you like saying you want to see where it goes, or you don't know what you're looking for, but you want to hang out and see where it happens, and then you literally just poof into thin air. You know what I mean? Like, I would much rather a guy just be straight up from the get-go and be like, this is what I want. That, like, we're never going to have anything out of it. Like,
trash.
Legit, though. Like, sometimes being a fuckboy is, like, not the worst thing ever, because at least you're honest. And, like, you don't pretend half the time. Like, sometimes they lie, but more times than not, they're like, this is what's happening.
You know, it's true, too. Like, there can be a lot of fuck girls, too.
Oh,
like,
God, yeah.
Yeah, not just guys, but I meant anyone at this point can play the same game.
Yeah.
Girls are leveling up.
Yeah, but we are, but then they don't like it when we level up. When we, like, hit their level, they're like, yeah, you can't fuck anybody else but me. And you can't talk to guys, and, you know, you can't do anything but, like, I don't want to date. And I'm like, okay, what? Okay, you know what I mean? Like, we can't do the same things. You're doing that, but I can't do it.
Exactly. Which is
and then they get mad, and then they're like, oh, well, I think you're catching feelings. Huh? You legit told me that I cannot fuck a single person unless it's you. Like, I don't get what they think girls are gonna think.
And then what, they come around, like, maybe, like, once or twice a month?
Yeah. For nookie, and then they take off again.
Nookie.
I feel like that was a classy way to say it.
The deed.
They want to do the deed and dive in the dipping in the guts, and then they literally just
and
then
the worst.
They take off, and then it's our fault, because obviously why wouldn't it be theirs? But like, we blink wrong, and they're like, yeah, you just kind of like blinked a little like too strong today, and it made me feel like you really like have feelings. And like, I'm not liking them.
People need to accept people for who they are. Like, people like struggle with like themselves, and at the end of the day, like, everyone goes through that shit. Like, I don't care who like is gonna deny it and say they aren't. Like, we all have our own like things that we want to work on, or things we could like do better on, or whatever. But like, we have a self. Like at the end of the day, like, we should all be supporting each other. We shouldn't be fucking around. Like, I don't know, like, the best way to say it, like, I don't know, like, emotionally.
That's a word that, like, men don't like. That's the problem, is the emotions and the feelings. It's like, I don't know what it is with men lately. It's just like, that's like a fucking plague or something. That's like worse than corona.
I think they mask it. I think they mask it better than girls. Like, girls are just upfront and honest, and like,
girls are butthurt, and you'll know we're butthurt. Like, you'll know.
Well, like, realistically, all of us are dramatic, no matter what. We are dramatic. You can't lie. Like, we feel what we feel. We say what we say. A guy's not gonna say how they feel.
No.
Unless they're like super, super pissed off or you cross them. That's the only time they'll ever say anything to you. But besides that, emotionally, they don't really care about how you feel as a person. And
then they just gas it up to their friends so that they look better. Oh, I told her to fuck off. Oh, I did this. But, like, reality, they didn't. Like, they never do what they say they do. Really not, like, at all. But it's just, like, just say exactly what's going on from the start. Like, if we get Tinder messages and they literally just said exactly, like, I've seen even bios where they're like, I'm here to fuck. Okay, it's respected because you know what? Hey, cool, you're honest at least.
We're here for a good time and not a long time.
Yeah, like at least they're honest, you know? Or the ones that say like, oh, friends with benefits only. Like, okay, cool, you know what you're looking for, you've stated it, so we're not going to do this like jimble jumble thing where we dance in a circle and then you pretend to like, you know, me and then you just don't and then I have no clue until you fuck somebody.
Exactly, and it's not fair.
Guys are, I don't know, like I've just dealt with a lot of like interesting ones. I had this guy that I was seeing from Ottawa. I thought he was nice, and I stopped talking to him for like a little bit because he was just attitudey through the roof. And then he literally sent me a video of him fucking a girl.
No.
Like, I dead ass was at work. I opened my phone and all I see is him guts deep in this girl from behind, and she had no clue that he was videoing her. Yeah.
That's fucked up.
And then he has the nerve to say, like, when can I see you? Pardon?
Never?
Pardon me.
Never.
Like, pardon me. You literally sent me a video, and he had the nerve to, like, turn the camera up to his face, and he was just smiling and beaming. I was like, this broad has no idea that you're videoing her. Like, she has no clue.
Disrespectful.
Like, she's got no clue.
That's so disrespectful.
But that's what I mean. And then guys are like, oh, well, I don't know why girls are crazy and why they have trust issues. Are you sure? Are you sure?
You're like, you didn't do anything that caused this?
Behind every crazy woman, there is a man.
Wait, what's that saying? Can't live with them, can't live without them?
Pretty much, yeah. We need your penises, but we don't need anything else. We don't need your attitudes. We don't need your fuckboy games.
We don't need the lies.
Honestly, and then you don't even see it till later. Like, I've been, like, dickmatized. And then you see nothing else but that. And then once they're gone, you're like, what the hell?
You know what, the one thing that I always found, though, is, like, no matter what, they always come back.
Yeah.
Let's take a moment here. They always come back. Listen up. They always come back. Yeah. So fuck them up.
You just play the game they play. You play chill. Like, it doesn't bother you. You don't answer. You don't say nothing. And then all of a sudden they're like, hey. Or sup. That's a cute one. Sup.
No, I get, what are you doing? Oh. The WYD.
Okay. Like, they didn't even try to fill the fucking whole sentence out.
I should have known. Red flags.
Literally, though, like, you just know because you see their name come up and you're like, are you fucking for real? Because you're just like, why? What now? And then you do it. And then you're stupid and you fall back and, well, me, I do it all the time. Like, I'm so bad for that. I'm always like, I'm done.
I think the worst for me is when they message you and they're like, I miss you. That's just a soft spot, and you always just want to believe that they're going to come back and be different, and they never are.
It's because they know, that's the thing, they know you're
smart. Spot.
They know what gets you. They feel like throw a few forehead kisses in and say the word beautiful, that you're, see?
Yeah.
They nailed you. The one little forehead peck, I'm like, shit. Like, why you gotta do that? Why you gotta come up and fuck my day?
I know, right?
Like, you're already gonna fuck me. Now you fucked my day. Like, you know?
There's so many places you could kiss, and yet you choose my forehead.
And that's like, I swear to God, we have like sensors or something in there, because it like just pulls the strings of the heart. It's like terrible. One singular forehead kiss will fuck my whole day. Like, whole day. I'll think about it all day. I'm like, why?
That is like super like personal. That's a personal kiss.
You don't do that with a friend with benefits.
Exactly, you don't.
Whenever I get a friend with benefits that kisses my forehead, I'm like, you're breaking contract. Like, I want to pull the fine print, slam the points down, pull the fine print out and be like, there's no forehead kisses in this fine print. Like, you're breaking friends with benefit contract. And then the feelings arise. And then they fucking are like, well, I mean, you're kind of like giving me vibes that you have feelings. Don't kiss the fucking sweet spots. Like, why are you doing that?
Oh.
Why you kiss my nose and my forehead?
I think the worst for me from like experience was this one time I was like laying in bed and he was like laying in bed with me and we were just like looking into each other's eyes, just chilling. And he fucking like put his finger behind my ear like and pushed my hair back and like I'm like, it's over. Game over.
Okay.
Game over.
We're getting married. You're
round two. Round two. I'm having your children. I'm cooking you dinner right now.
I'm meeting your mother. She's on speed dial.
Yeah.
It's seriously though, and then they don't get it because guys are not like we can do such good shit for dudes. Even just to be nice. Like, even with, like, friends with benefits, like, I'll still cook for you. I'll do nice shit.
Exactly. If you need help with something, like, let me know. I'll help.
Yeah, like, I'm not friends with benefit where I'm like, whatever. And they always say, like, don't do girlfriend shit if you're not their girlfriend. Which I've learned. You don't do it. But, like, I'm just that kind of person. I like to cook anyway.
Exactly. It's not your fault you have a big heart and people just fucking abuse it.
Yeah, so I'm like, sure, I'll cook for you. I'll do some shit. But then, like, I literally cooked crab for this guy. Because I'm like, you know what? Crab legs are, like, they're nice. Aphrodisiac, you know, like, get that fancy shit in there, like, getting dick down. No, but it was like, I wanted to do something nice, and I was like, hey, and I like them, and they're tasty, so, like, this is easy. He literally slept over and then leaves and says, you know, I feel like you're really, like, catching feelings fast and trying to be something serious. I was like, bro, I made you fucking crab legs. Like,
did he eat the crab legs?
Yeah.
Oh, disrespect.
I'm like, you're taking it serious. You're looking for something serious. You ate my crab legs. Like, I literally cooked you dinner, and that's too serious. Like, I feel like you can't win. You either have to be the complete biggest, like, see you next Tuesday, or you have to be super nice, but, like, either one you're kind of like, it doesn't work. Because you're either too rude or you're, like, too nice and they think you want a relationship.
I agree. I feel like the one thing that confuses me afterwards is, like, when they leave, like, do you hug them goodbye? Like, is a hug too much? Like, but you just fucked me, you know? So, like, is a hug too much? Am I catching feelings for you if I just give you a goodbye
It's
hug?
when they stay over. That's when you know they're not fucking feeling friends with benefits. You don't stay over at a friends with benefits.
Yeah, you kind of
You just kind of get the fuck out.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
You're in and you're out. Like, in and out restaurant, in and out drive through. Like, you're not
Yeah.
here to sit in. It's not a dine-in situation.
It's pickup only.
Legit. Like, skip the dishes. Like, I'm gonna drop it off at your doorstep, and then you just go. Like, it's it. And they stay the night, and then it's just shit from there.
It's confusing.
Then
It's
they cuddle
confusing.
you all night, and you're like, whoa.
What is happening right now?
Yep.
I agree with that.
That fucks me up.
Yep.
And I'm all for, like, bedtime snuggies, but, like, if you're my friend with benefits, like, you're out.
Exactly. We can't be more than that.
Like, you hit it and quit. Like, that's it. Like, that's, I swear to God. Because then that friends with benefits turns into, like,
more.
And then you're like, oh, you want to hang out? You're like, yeah. And then that one time you don't fuck and you just literally hang out. You're like, wait, shit.
Did all of this just happen? Did I get
This
feelings?
is frig. Yeah. And then they leave and you're like, wait, oh my God. But then they stay, and then they keep staying the night and you're like, okay, what? And then you're literally a week's worth of them staying the night and, like, opening up to you and kissing your forehead. And then you're like, what the fuck? And then literally ghost.
Personally, I cannot sleep in a bed with a guy. I can't because, like, I'm an ugly sleeper. Like, I snore, I talk, I yell, I twitch. Sometimes
You
I
gotta teach me, because that's the only way I can get rid of these fucking guys. Legit though, like, if you stay, I'm sorry, but if you stay the entire week at my house and we fuck, and cool, yeah, like, you smash, whatever, that's fine. Clap the cheeks, do whatever you gotta do, like, do the fucking shit, like, do what you gotta do. I ain't mad at it, but, like, don't kiss my fucking forehead.
Game over.
You say that I'm catching feelings.
No, sir, you're catching feelings.
And then you ghost me because, what? Mystery of the life. Like, men are just so confusing. And then they literally come back and they say, oh, I'm so sorry.
I changed
and,
my mind.
Yeah, and I want to hang out. And then we smash again.
And you do the same cycle over
And
again.
then we're just back in this cute little loop-de-loop-ski. And yeah. But, you know, you can't fuck anyone else.
It's just the entitlement of people.
Men. We're just going to be straight up because this is a literal vagina podcast right now. It's men.
You know, the real question, too, is how do guys know when I'm up at my, like, highest fucking peak? Like, you
It's
know,
always then.
like, you're gonna come back and ruin my life after I built myself back up again? Like, how'd you know? Like, is it my photos? Like, is it my snaps?
Dead ass when you're, like, feeling bomb.
Like,
They're
you're
just like, oh,
over
you're
him.
too good now. Let me come back.
Yeah.
And then they slip in and you're like, fuck, crushed.
Exactly. Like, you know how long it takes someone to build themselves back up again and then you just come back and ruin it again?
Or when you get a relationship. Those are my favorite. When you literally get into a relationship and then it's like the ghosts of Christmas past and they all just appear and you're like, wait a minute. And then that one that you, like, fiend for just pokes you and you're like, why?
You know, I feel that. I think also, too, like, there have been times where I felt like I gained feelings for someone, and then once I start hanging out with them more, like, it's just a decline. Like, I'll give everyone 100%.
Yeah.
In the beginning, because that's who I am, but like the more I hang out with you, the more like I decrease my like effort and my time and my patience, because I don't know, like you don't really know who someone is like first time, second time, third time. Like you take time to know someone, and like sometimes like the shit you see or the shit that comes out of their mouth is like ridiculous. Like you're like, did you really say that? Are you fucking dumb? But then at the end of the day, like it's what you choose. It's what you want to deal with. I choose not to deal with that shit.
Well, yeah, and you can kind of already tell, like when you hang out with someone, like the first few times, you kind of already know, like how the vibes are going. But like it's those ones that blindside you out of nowhere, and they're like, you're such a good person, and like you're nice, but then you literally smash, and it's like completely different shit, and you're like, what? Huh?
It's confusing.
It's like, and sometimes it's just like you want something so bad, and like then you finally get it, and you don't want it anymore.
You just don't want it anymore.
Like the chase is like,
it's over. It's done.
Yeah.
The chase was what we were all going for.
And I feel like that's what guys want. Like I feel like that's what happens with guys.
Because they want the attention. They want the options.
Literally though. But then if you don't hook up with them, they'll get it somewhere else. But then if you do, you gave it up too early, and they could never date you. Yeah. Oh my god. It's literally like, it's like a vicious cycle, and there's no dating. It's just like nothing.
It's nothing, and they get mad and jealous when they hear like if you like talk to someone else, you talk to one of their friends or whatever, like you're in the wrong. But what they were doing in the beginning is not wrong.
Literally though, Tindering and bumbling and whatever the fuck they're doing, and then literally the fact of like the guys have like sacred bonds between friends. I just can't. Like it's like they're like sworn to secrecy, but then they all fuck each other over. Like they're like, oh, we won't touch the same girls. We won't do this.
Well, what people won't know won't hurt them.
Yeah.
But I have met people where, like, if I dated a guy, like, his friend would hit me up, and I would do the respectful thing and be like, nah, like, you were, like, my ex's, like, best friend. Like, why would I do that? And, like, it's fucked to hear, like, reactions or, like, from them. Like, it's fucked. Like, they don't care. Oh, he's not actually my best friend.
I don't owe him anything. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys are exes, and then like you meet guys that are kind of like sworn in, and they're like, no, like I wouldn't do that to my friend, which is respectable, because I wouldn't even do that. I wouldn't even do that as the opposite. Like,
yeah.
Well,
girls I feel like girls have that like girl code, where you know like we follow that. Like if you've talked to a guy, if you hung out with a guy, like you just know it's not, you don't do it. But like guys, I feel like
don't give a fuck.
They don't really care. Like, and it depends too, like how much of a bro that person is. Like guys just don't care. Like they'll fuck your like ex-girlfriend, just never tell you. Like never.
That's bad. Like if you're fucking your friend's exes, like that's wrong.
Yeah. And like I've even had like previous relationship friends like come around, and like I'm like, oh, okay, like isn't that weird to you? And they're like, no, I don't owe him anything. And I'm like, okay, like bros before hoes is not a thing, I guess.
I guess at the end of the day, like you like lay yourself into like where you want to lie.
Yeah.
And like people are literally digging graves and like sleeping in them.
Literally though, but then it's the girl's fault.
It takes two people to tango, people. So if you're gonna blame her or him, you should probably realize it takes two people to sleep together and not just one.
It takes two to sleep.
It does.
Well, it's always the girl though.
Not always.
We're always the ones though that get like the shit stick. It's always the guys are like just top of the shit. Like they're like, oh yeah, you fucked like 6 girls, that's amazing. But if girls do it,
yeah, we're hoes.
We're horrible people.
We're hoes.
And we're dirty, and the guys are gonna want us. Like, it's a double standard. I'm just like, and that's literally what this podcast is like about. Is pretty much breaking that like double standard. Like girls literally talk the same way guys do. We feel shit. Like,
all I'm just saying is, if a guy's gonna judge you that way, like they were like easy.
Yeah.
For them to like just come and sleep with you, like it's not your fault. Like it literally takes two people. Like if he's calling you easy, like he's fucking easy. Like does he even know your name? Like
probably not. I feel like if you ask them those hard questions, like what's my favorite color? What's my age? 2. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they don't pay attention to nothing. But if I said, what do my tits look like? They'll know right away. Poor guys, we're not even trying to rip on men. We love you. We need you. We need your lower halves, but we don't need your mouths to open. So.
I just mean emotionally, you should probably change the way you think.
That'll never
Not everyone. I think it's just like we're so wrapped into social media and we see what other people are doing and we think it's cool, but at the end of the day, heartbreak is not cool, playing with someone is not cool, ghosting someone is not cool, being an asshole is not cool.
Well, and I feel like guys too, they get chirped by their friends, right? If they're like emotional or if they show like
but
anything, they get that pussy title and then they don't want it, so they try to act like.
At the end of the day, like, your friends are your friends. They should be supporting you mentally and like physically. Like, I don't know what I meant by physically.
How are you physically supporting me?
If I have like a friend or a best friend, like, there's a reason why we're friends. Like, you support me, you emotionally understand me. Like, I'm not here to tear you down or like rip on your bad decisions. Like, what you do is like on you, and like I'm just here to support you as a person.
I'm just here to support your bad decisions.
Well, like, I mean, like,
yes.
At the end of the day, we always choose what we want, what we do. So if you like thought it was worth it and it backfired on you, it is what it is. It's a choice you made. It's a choice you have to live with. All we can do is support our friends. Whatever has been done is already done. Like, that's it.
Unfortunately, there's been a lot of things.
Yeah, but we weren't friends then, so girls don't need men. We just want men.
Well, we kind of need parts of men.
Yeah, but I meant like a want and a need is different.
It's a need.
The dick is the need.
That's it. There's no want anymore.
There's no want.
Because if you want, then you are looking for feelings, and they don't want that. So you just... I swear to God, the only thing you can really do is just to be a fuck girl, and then they'll like you. If I'm, like, shitty, and I, like, treat you like shit, and then I literally come over to fuck, and then I just get up and leave, and, like, don't text you for, like, 6 days, and then, like, all your bros photos, and, like, you know what I mean? I think that will, like, win them all. That's the quest.
All right, girls, do not listen to Sam. I think at the end of the day, if...
Choose your emotion. I'm like, choose the dick.
At the end of the day, you always come first. So, no, it's true. You have to put yourself first before anyone else. You can't love a man if you can't love yourself.
Who's trying to love a man? It's COVID.
Like, there's people out there who believe in love still. Work on yourself.
They're just not in our areas. We're just waiting. We're waiting until we go on a vacation.
We're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, in the wrong year
for multiple years. We've been in the wrong place in the wrong time for several years.
It gets better. It gets better with time. Not right now because we're stuck in COVID, but it will be better afterwards.
Once we can have a hot girl summer.
Summer.
And go on vacations. Like, I feel like that's when, like, everything will peak. That's my, like, that's my vision.
I think either way, hopefully hot girl summer will be enjoyable with or without a guy.
But moral of our story is that it'll get better.
It will get better, people.
And
stay strong. Don't fall for the dick.
Don't fall for the dick. But yeah, so I'm sure Jenna will be back with more wisdom. So we're going to wrap it up.
We're wrapping it up, people.
You wrap it before you tap it.
Oh!
That's a good sign off. Yeah.
Wait, what was that? That was good.
We'll wrap before you tap it.
Yes.
We're wrapping it up. Don't be silly, wrap your willy.
Oh, I was just going to say that. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh my God. What's another one? Don't be a fool, wrap your tool.
Oh
my God.
We're on a roll here.
I'm crushing these. It's because I'm emotionally damaged. So.
She's a good person. She has a big heart.
It's just black right now. What's it? Just
temporarily, not forever.
It's charred.
It's pretty overcooked, but
it's still
getting
edible.
Better.
Yeah, you can still eat it.
Manageable.
Oh my God, I cannot. My poor soul. Anywho, I hope everyone has a great morning, evening.
Hopefully everyone sleeps in and prays and goes to church. Oh, you can't go to church at this time.
Hope everyone has a holy morning, even though we just spent 40 minutes talking about cock.
Oh, and please drink lots of water. Stay hydrated, people. This is a serious issue.
All right, goodbye, everybody.
Take care.
Bye-bye.